Yo, what's up internet? It is your girl Liv. I'm back at it again with another video. This is my friend
Adrian.
Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this one. And with that, let's get started with today's video.
Wait, I just want to say, please excuse my ratchet hair. This is what I look like when I wake up in the morning. But this isn't every day, you guys.
Okay.
Please don't judge me.
So, we met at the church called
Hillsong NYC.
and we serve on the production team together, which is how we became friends.
We were drinking Jesus juice. Cheers.
I mean, it's the fruit of the spirit, right? So, I was having a conversation with one of my friends the other day, and he's like, "You're really good at relationship stuff, so you should make a video on that." So shout out to you, Nick Gruner. So I wanted to make a video about like building relationships, but like making friends, because I moved to New York City and I didn't really know anyone. And I don't know about you.
Yeah, I moved to New York City by myself, and I didn't know anyone. The people I thought I knew, like, disowned me. They like pretended like they had never.
So
I was by myself. And
listen, I might not be like a relationship expert in like the love department. I not know a lot, but I feel like I'm pretty good when it comes to like building friendships and like building deep relationships with people.
That's interesting, because like a lot of my friends also, they like come to me for like advice and stuff. I'm like, why are you coming to me? And they just trust me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, easy to talk to, I guess. Whatever.
So first, I think number one is becoming friends or seeking out others who see the value in you. I think is like a good way to start, and like finding common ground and like finding commonalities, because you might meet someone in like a cafe or coffee shop or whatever and like hit it off, and then all of a sudden like I don't know, I just feel like we become friends with people in like really weird ways. It's either like something that just like, I think sometimes all of a sudden you wake up and you're like, oh my gosh, like, I'm friends with these people.
Yeah,
And then,
you're talking about just meeting people randomly in the city and becoming
that,
friends? Or like,
and just like in general. I don't know, I feel like there's kind of different ways. Like you either like instantly hit it off with people and then you just hang out with them a lot, or slowly like you build relationships and like become friends with them, or like you just, I don't know, like meet people by chance. I think the one thing though that I've learned is that some people just take longer to build relationships than other people do, and they take longer to open up to others. And so just like being patient with those types of people is something that like I've had to learn, because I'm like one of those people like where like as soon as like we're friends, like I will treat you like you're my best friend, like from the date. He can attest to this, like so if like we're cool, like if I like you, like I'm gonna treat you right, like from the like from the very beginning, just because I know personally like I'm someone who like sees value and like sees good and like sees the value and sees the good in other people. Yeah,
it's really important to be able to like have that discernment, be able to like see and like vibe off of like people's energy and stuff. For like personally, when I moved to New York, you know, I didn't know anyone, and it took me a good like a solid 2.5 years to have like the solid like foundation of like friends that I could trust and that were cool, and not like people that were flaky or like looking for, you know, for something. Because there's a lot of people in New York that they meet you, but they're, you know, they're in it for the wrong reasons. They're just like, what can I get from this relationship? So
and side note, I just don't think that anything good ever comes with trying to be friends with people or trying to get to know people for the wrong reasons. I feel like it somehow or another is always going to come around and like bite you in the ass. So I would say number one is like asking yourself like what your intent is, like with building like different relationships, and like keeping yourself in check and making sure that you're building relationships for the right reasons and not the wrong reasons. Like it's cool if you meet someone and they're like, hey, I do this, and you're like, wow, that's really amazing, I admire you so much for it, like I never knew that like you were part of it, like that's really cool. But I was having this conversation, another side note, like about the other day, but like just unconditionally like loving people, like not for what career they have, not for how many Insta followers they have or how big they are and this, but like just becoming friends with people because you see value in them and you see something good about them that you admire, and like you're looking to either emulate that or like you're looking to help them, you're looking to like build up.
Yeah.
And
it's so important to be surrounded by the right people that can help support you.
Yeah.
Like mentally, emotionally, all that, good stuff. And it's like your friends are like really like a reflection of you,
Yeah.
So yeah, where do you see yourself? What are your goals? What are your aspirations? Like, what are your morals?
Yeah. I think like people say, okay, if you show me your friends, like I'll show you your future, but I think another way of flipping that is like, let me see your friend's moral and character, and that's going to be like a reflection of you. Because if you're friends with a bunch of people who are super flaky, who are doing the wrong things, like just not good people, then like that's also a reflection of you. Asking yourself like, what are the qualities of the people around me, and like is that something that I want to be like? So if you're friends with a bunch of people who like compulsively lie, like do I think that compulsively lying is okay? Maybe I do, maybe I don't, but I don't know. I think it's, to me, like I look at not what people say, but what people do, and I think the one thing I look at first is how someone treats other people.
Absolutely.
Because if they're rude to like people who they don't know, they're gonna eventually like be rude to you. So usually how someone treats someone that they don't know is usually a reflection of how they treat the people who they're close to.
Yeah, I remember, that just reminded me, I remember like hanging out with a friend and then catching like a cab back to somewhere or whatever, and I remember them just like kind of like talking down to like the cab driver, and I just like felt so like disgusted inside, and I was just like, I don't want to be your friend. Like, you're not a really good person. Your heart isn't really there. That's just what my intuition told me. So I just, you have
to protect your soul and you have to protect your heart too, like even in close friendships. And like fortunately for me, like I, shout out to the gang in college, but I was very fortunate to find the friend group base that I did at my school, and just becoming friends with people who just love people so much, who just have such big hearts, who just serve people around them, who love Jesus, who...
Hey, love all, serve all. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was not a coincidence.
No. But like they legitimately are hands down some of the nicest people that I've ever met. They all work incredibly hard. They're smarter than me, even though I don't want to admit it sometimes, but you guys are.
Get some smart friends.
No. Become friends with people who are smarter than you. Just don't admit that they're smarter than you. Don't let them know it.
They know.
They know.
They know.
They know. But
they
for
know.
real, like becoming friends with people who like have strong character and good morals and are brilliant, those friends are true diamonds, but they're amazing to have. And also I think too it's important to look at the focus on quality over quantity. I think like as you get older you kind of realize that better to have like a couple
Mm-hmm.
people who you can really count on and rely on versus a bunch of people who are going to just flake on you.
Yeah. I agree. Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, just like don't spread yourself too thin. I felt like when I first moved to New York, I just wanted to like pile on like friends, try to meet everyone, and then like all these wonderful people kind of fell through the wayside because I was just like looking at like maybe like material things or just things that were like really surfacey and not like really like diving in like to, you know, relationships that are, you know, genuine and we're really like take it to the next like level. It's important to like that. It's important that you're in relationships that like you kind of like sharpen each other. That's really important.
Iron sharpens iron.
That's right. Iron sharpens iron.
But I also think too that what you put out is like what people see. So like you attract like what you put out.
That's right.
So if you are a genuine person who loves people and who is real with people, you're going to attract those people who are also genuine and authentic and real because they see you and they know that like you're not going to like I'm not going to bullshit with you.
Oh yeah, I just recently went through my phone and just like I had to like be honest with myself and just like delete people that I'm like, you know, they're just not really good to have around. They're flaky, they're not genuine, they're, you know, they're kind of in it for, you know, the wrong reasons, and I just don't need to have that around me. I just gotta be honest with myself and be like, to the left, you know? So, yeah, that felt good.
So anyway, this has been today's video. I would say key points to take away. Be authentic and be yourself, and you will attract like people who see you. But find people who see the value in you and don't care about your occupation or like wealth or status or anything like that. Like find people who love you for you and
build from there.
Yeah, and just start from there. Like start small. You'll eventually like find the right people. And I think that it does take time. I'm in New York City. It's taken me time.
And it's really important. In New York, you have to maintain those relationships. Like you have to continue to work and push forward in them. Although just like, cause everyone's like always so busy and like.
But I find, sorry.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I said I find I feel like for me, I find it's just showing up for people and like finding people who show up for you.
That's beautiful.
You got any more takeaway points?
I think we got it.
Alright.
That was great.
So this has been a livspiration talk video.
What?
Livspiration.
Livspiration?
Yeah, it's my YouTube channel name.
Okay. I'm gonna check you out.
I mean, you're in the video, so.
I know.
Alright, so with that, make sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Check out my Instagram and Adrian's Instagram. I'll put them down in the comments below.
Oh, thanks.
And with that, peace and blessings, y'all. Remember that you got this.
You got this.
Bye!
Bye!
Bye, Felicia!